Okay, Coach, you know, the folks in the dog pound, they live for games like this. Snowy conditions here at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Ryan. It's hauled in by Hardy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Justin Hardy's sort of an undersized guy at 5'10", but he runs physical and he runs tough. In fact, his teammates call him the Wolf because of his special teams play. How about that play right there? Nice job picking up the first down.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Crunch time, defense.
To throw is Ryan. Able to find the rookie from Ohio State, Paris Campbell. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
It's out time. It's out time, guys. It's out time.
They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Mika Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama.
At their 49-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and 10.
59, ready. 50. Hey, 59, ready. Go on. Come on, D. Rush in. 6-6. Pull it high.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
At the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Ryan. And it'll be intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. 16 yards, a first down. On first down, here's Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it. And this is picked up by the Browns. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling right, the right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you, you got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Ready, back 25.
Rip left, rip left.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Back 25. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
On first down, Ryan to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Paris Campbell, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Throwing again, Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now here's Mahomes. Open man right side is Ingram. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes on the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Are you ladies?
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And got a man. It's Woods. And it's a fumble. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
To try again after the sack, Ryan. They find some open field here. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
Now, pass complete here to Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Check. Check out. 15. Switch gears.
Here's Breida. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Right there.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Check.
They run with Breida. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Here's Mahomes to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Okay, it's time for me to break out my thesaurus for that one. and I don't have anything. That was amazing. One-handed in this weather. I mean, you know the ball's got to be slick, but to be able to catch it and come down with it, what do they call that, the process of the catch? He completed it all the way through.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. A field goal would make it a two-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
56 is mine. 56 is mine.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Sanders got it for a Miami touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now 14-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's 3rd and short. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first half interceptions, it's been tough. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
So the first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. His throw incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Mahomes now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Sanders has it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Woods, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Big stop, let's go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes, right side complete. That's Woods. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Give him 30 yards there. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's put that team on the line.
20.
Now it's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now Ryan. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 3rd down gain of 19.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix making the safety blitz look easy. Zooms in for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman, and he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have had a few men in the box there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch the screen.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman, able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Here we go, D. All day. You gotta go.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Check. Lucky.
Hey, Rick Lance. 58.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Ryan throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Ryan now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that's caught inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his out.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Evan Ingram. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Hauschka with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Ryan. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's another Browns first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And now here is another interception. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. The 30, 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. He picked up that pass.
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part, because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. And looks like the Bengals starting to pull away in that one. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. On the draw play, Coleman. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation, because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it, as they did there.
Throwing on second down. Ryan. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
You.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Dolphins, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.